Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video I wanted to talk about declaring or defining your own user-defined functions. It's going to be awesome, so if you like it, please click subscribe. In fact, do it now. And if you decide you don't like it, just stay subscribed. I'm kidding, but seriously, please subscribe. Alright, so defining functions. Whoops. Functions. Alright, so very first thing is the syntax to define a function. To do that, you write function, and then you name the function, and the naming rules, I talked about them in the last video. So I can name it add, for example. Then I can add parentheses, and then curly braces. Like this. Okay, now this right here, this area between these two curly braces is the code block that is going to be ran when I call the function. So later in my program, if I type add with two curly braces, well, everything within here is going to run. Okay, so cool. That is the basic function syntax. So that is how you create a function. Once you type this, this function is created. And right now it does absolutely nothing, so it's pointless. Now this is going to be a very, very, very simple, basic, beginner, easy, novice, newbie function. Alright, so this is not practical at all. I'm just teaching you. We're going to create a function called add. And just to clear things up, I'm going to erase a little of this extra stuff. Alright. Yeah, I need more room. I'm just going to erase it all. So, function add, parentheses, open bracket, close bracket. Alright, now, what we're going to do is take two numbers. So let's say this is one of the numbers, and this is another one of the numbers. We're going to add them, and then we're going to get a final value to be used. So it's pretty complex. It's not really, though, so don't freak out. Well, you could say these little boxes here, since we don't know what the value is going to be, we can use variables. So we could say this is x, and this is y. And that's just the final result. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we can make these variables to store whatever value is going to be used. Because we don't really know. Because when you call the function, that's going to be given by the program, not when we define the function. So for example, when we use the array function, within these parentheses, we gave it values. So this would be stored in a variable that temporarily holds the value and converted it into an array. Well, the same thing happens when we're doing this addition function. It's going to take a given value, such as add 5 and 10, and it's going to take these, put them in our variables, x, and the other one was variable y, and it's going to replace them with 5 and 10. So that's pretty much how it works. These replace the variables, and then it adds these together and gives us the final result. And I don't know where I'm drawing this arrow at. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So, to put these variables in our function, what we do is we define them up here. Variable x, variable y. And then we have the opening curly brace and the closing curly brace. then within the function, we can use these variables. So we could say, echo the variable x plus the variable y. So this is going to take these, add them together, and then echo it out to the screen. So then when we call it, it's going to look like this. 5 and 1, and then on the screen it's going to show up as 6, or in the web browser. This is what the user is going to see. This is the PHP code to get that answer. So, that was weird, I sounded weird there. These variables that we put our values in are known as parameters. Okay? The values we give it when we call it, so add, and then within parentheses we had 5 and 1. These are known as arguments. So let's draw little boxes to make this very clear. We have two boxes. This one is named variable x. This one's variable y. These boxes are known as parameters. The values within the boxes we add together, they are known as the arguments. So when we're defining a function, the temporary variables that take the values we give the function when we call it, those are the parameters. The actual values we give it with right here, they're known as the arguments. So when you're watching programming tutorials from other people or from me, you may hear me say, oh, we need a function, and this function here takes 2 parameters. This means when the function was defined, we had 2 temporary values. If I said it takes 3 parameters, that means it takes 3 temporary variables that hold values. The actual values I give it, such as Caleb, Daniel, and Curry, 3 separate values, well, those are the arguments. Whew. Now that I got that out of my way, I think I'm ready to move on. Hopefully that makes good sense. So, this video is running a bit long, so I'm actually going to stop it now and I'll finish up in the next one. Thank you for watching and subscribe.